The branding, we started off when we were establishing ourselves as the best beer to drink with Indian food, with Curryholic Dave. Then we moved on into, yeah, that's his name, Curryholic Dave. The beer from Bangalore that lets you eat more curry, the less gassy, more classy Curryholic's beer. Anyway, I could go on. We had problems. I've nearly lost my business 3 times. The first time was when there was a boycott, when I started a trade magazine with a partner of mine who was a journalist. It is still one of the leading trade magazines for the Indian restaurant sector. Nearly lost the business there. And we then started advertising about a decade ago, television advertising. And here again, think globally. Saatchi & Saatchi wanted to produce this advert in India. They gave me a budget of $1 million just to make the commercial. 10 years ago, I mean, now we spend that sort of money and more making a commercial. Those days, how can I spend $1 million making a commercial and then paying to show it? We managed to persuade them to use Indian resource. And so 2 people flew from Saatchi & Saatchi. We made a world-class 2 commercials for a fraction of $1 million. These are my 8 P's of building a business that apply, whether you're domestic, global. Product, got to have a great product. We price. It's got to be appropriate to your product. Cobra is premium, really expensive, so it's expensive and high price. But you can have a value for money price proposition. Place, no point. We started with the Indian restaurants. No point having great products not available. Indian restaurants, then we built it in the supermarkets, then into the convenience sector. Now our frontier is to get into the pubs and the bars, and that's what we're really working on at the moment. And of course, exports, places all over the world. Promotion, in our case, hugely important, and advertising is a big part of what we do. Finance, spelled P-H. Barclays Bank, thank you for your sponsorship. Well, you finance, you need finance, and I could talk to you for hours about raising finance. It's very, very difficult. And there's lots of export finance help available as well. And I couldn't agree more that businesses do not use UK trade and investment and our high commissions and our embassies around the world. They're there to support us. Just use them. We've just exported Carling beer. My joint venture partners, Molson Co.'s own Carling, the biggest beer brand in the UK. We have launched Carling in India. And we launched it at the British High Commissioner's residence. And they're more than happy to do that for businesses, to support British businesses operating around the world. And the cost, by the way, you pay for it, and it's actually very reasonable. And they are very happy to support you. So use our UKTI and the embassies, and they are brilliant. Passion. That's come across from both the speakers before. You heard how passionate they are about their products. And there's no point doing it unless you make great profit. The way you do it is very important, and the brand. Now this, I'm going to conclude with the brand part of it. I do believe building a brand is absolutely crucial, and it works globally. These principles about telling a compelling story based on an undeniable brand truth. In our case, that extra smooth taste, that texture. The way you do business, refusing to compromise. The iconic look, you've seen that in both the products before, the Brompton bicycles, the Mio, and in Cobra. Unique, relevant, and consistent experience. Again, all the 3 products over here are different. We are distinctive in some way. We sit in between a lager and an ale. No one's done that before for a beer. Brompton's a different bike. Mio's a different product. In link to fitness. Inspire people to become loyal brand champions. Again, you heard that. The Brompton Club being founded without Will even knowing about it. And we have this cult following for Cobra that's built up over the years. And you have to deliver extraordinary profits.